Rosalind Franklin was a brilliant British scientist who played a crucial role in one of the greatest discoveries of the 20th century, the structure of DNA, but her story is also one of injustice, discrimination, and betrayal. In this video, we will discuss how she made her groundbreaking contributions and why she was denied the recognition she deserved. Franklin was born in 1920 in London, into a wealthy and influential Jewish family. She was a curious and independent child who excelled in both arts and sciences. She attended St. Paul's Girls' School, one of the few schools that taught physics and chemistry to girls at the time. She then went on to study natural sciences at Newnham College, Cambridge, where she graduated in 1941. During World War II, Franklin worked as a research assistant at the British Coal Utilisation Research Association, where she studied the physical properties of coal and graphite. She earned her PhD from Cambridge in 1945, based on her research on coal. She then moved to Paris, where she learned the technique of X-ray crystallography at the Laboratoire Central des Services Chimiques de l'État. This technique involves shooting X-rays at a crystal and analyzing the patterns of the scattered rays to reveal the structure of the molecules inside the crystal. In 1951, Franklin returned to London, where she joined King's College as a research associate. She was assigned to work on DNA, a molecule that was suspected to carry the genetic information of living organisms. She used X-ray crystallography to produce high-quality images of DNA fibers, which showed that DNA had a helical shape. She also calculated the dimensions of the helix and the number of bases per turn. However, Franklin faced many challenges at King's College. She had to work in a poorly equipped laboratory, and she had to share her research with another scientist, Maurice Wilkins, who was also working on DNA. Wilkins treated Franklin as his assistant rather than his colleague, and he resented her presence. He also secretly showed one of Franklin's images, known as Photo 51, to James Watson and Francis Crick, to researchers at Cambridge who were also trying to solve the structure of DNA. Watson and Crick used Franklin's image, along with other data from various sources, to build a model of DNA that showed its double helix structure and how the bases paired up. They published their findings in Nature in 1953, along with a paper by Wilkins and his collaborators, and a paper by Franklin and her student, Raymond Gosling. However, Franklin's paper was the last one, and it did not mention the double helix. It seemed that she had been scooped by Watson and Crick, who did not acknowledge her contribution. Franklin left King's College in 1953 and joined Birkbeck College, where she started working on the structure of viruses. She made important discoveries on the structure of tobacco mosaic virus and polio virus, and she collaborated with many other scientists. She also became more involved in social and political issues, such as nuclear disarmament and women's rights. Unfortunately, Franklin's life was cut short by ovarian cancer, which she developed in 1956. She died in 1958, at the age of 37. She never knew that Watson and Crick had used her image to solve the structure of DNA, and she never received the recognition she deserved for her work. In 1962, Watson, Crick, and Wilkins shared the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for their discovery of the structure of DNA. Franklin was not eligible for the prize, as it is not awarded posthumously. Rosalind Franklin was a remarkable woman who made significant contributions to science and society. She was a pioneer in the field of molecular biology, and her work on DNA and viruses laid the foundation for many discoveries and applications. She was also a passionate and courageous person who faced many challenges and obstacles in her career and life, though she died too young. Her legacy lives on in the minds and hearts of those who admire her. She is an inspiration for all women in science, and for all people who seek the truth and beauty of nature, and she deserves to be remembered as one of the greatest scientists of all time.